Alright, so this is going to be a little bit weird because I filmed 2 videos prior to this one of me just filming Michi and I realized I didn't introduce, or if I posted them on YouTube, nobody would have any idea of what happened or how I got a bearded dragon. So that's where this video comes in, because I'm going to tell you about it. I don't know if I'm going to go into a lot of detail about it, but I will just go briefly over what happened to me getting Michi, who is just chilling in his tank. He just is squinting at me. He's like, this boy. So, in the video, probably the third video after this one, or the second video after this one, you will see I have camera issues, and I'm still figuring that out. So, yes. I mean, his tank is perfect because I can just sit you guys on top of it, and you're okay, but there we go. Perfect. So, you can see all of my obsessions in the background. I'm not gonna say anything about that. So, let me get Mr. Michi out. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but I'm hoping it's a boy because basically less work and I don't have to have her lay eggs. But if it is a girl, it'll be okay. So I'm just calling it Michi, which is crazy in Korean. That's where I got his name. Because I watch another YouTuber who has a bearded dragon, and hers is a 4-letter word, and each of the letters was the first letter of a name in characters in a show. Not going into too much detail, but I wanted my dragon to have a unique name, so its name is Michi, which also, I'm not going too in depth about it, but it's still a little bit sick. It's the name of a song of a person that I like, artist. So, come here, you. In the second video after this one, you see that I fed him, will feed him. Yeah, that just happened. So he's kind of mad at me right now. He's squinting at me. Come here, come here, come here. Oh my gosh, you butt. So this is Michi, still gender unknown. He is 2 months old. His birthday is in April, and a friend and I just decided to give him April 17th as his birthday. So, April 17th is his birthday. I don't know when his exact birthday is, but I do know he was born in April. So, my quest to find this guy, I wasn't intending on buying this particular dragon because about, I don't know when exactly, but I would say about 10 months ago, I decided I wanted to, in the future, buy a bearded dragon. So I started researching, and I just searched bearded dragons on YouTube, and I found this one YouTuber who did have one, and she had a ton of informative that's the word, informative videos on her bearded dragon and bearded dragons in general. And so started watching them and started taking notes. And so I did that for about 6 months. 6 months. Do your research. It really does help. It really does help. So I did that for about 6 months. And in January, I started, I like organizing things, so I was writing out everything that I needed to do for each month. So in January was when like I actually started to get stuff, and it was like the little stuff. But I compiled a list of stuff that I needed. I'm gonna put him back because he's moving a lot and my tank is annoying me. That's the only part I don't like about the tank is the door. Anyway, so I compiled a list of stuff that I needed. Actually, if you hold on, I'm gonna go get it. In my handy dandy, not, oh, never mind. I thought it said cooking on it. This was my cooking notebook, but I changed it. Surprise. So, quite literally, checklist for everything. All of this. And I got it month by month and checked it off when I got it. So yeah, I get confused easily by some like little things. And so I had to do more research on them to actually figure out what I was going to do because I didn't want to like mess up everything. I got confused on the lights because different people were saying you need this type of light or 3 lights or 2 lights or whatnot. And I'm like, how many lights do I actually need? So it came down to a UV light and a heat lamp, which they're called UVA and UVB. That's why, but okay. So anyway, so I started doing research and I went month by month doing stuff, and sometimes I bought more stuff from the next month, so I kind of mixed the months up sometimes because I had more money and I was like, oh, I can just buy this now, it's okay. So then I got all of my stuff, and then I was just waiting for a bearded dragon. And at PetSmart, they did have dragons, but they were small, like really tiny. And I didn't want to buy a baby bearded dragon because it's so tiny. I'm not going to be able to do much with it, and I was afraid that I was going to kill it because it was tiny. So I graduated. At that time, I was graduating in like 2 months. I don't know, 2 months. And I didn't want to buy a bearded dragon before I left because I was homeschooled in a different state. So we would have to travel back there to actually graduate and then come back. Anyway, so I didn't want to have a bearded dragon while we traveled across state, then graduate and then come back. I mean, it would have stressed me out a ton, and it would have stressed the bearded dragon, so I decided not to do that because I'm smart. So I waited and I planned until we got back, and in April, which was when he was born, I just realized that, in April there was a reptile convention. Pretty sad, I know. A reptile convention, and I went to it hoping that there would be bearded dragon sellers there, and there was only one. Out of like the 100 sellers that there was only one bearded dragon seller. So I talked to him for a little bit, and I was like, hey, in June, the end of June, I'm going to be ready to have a bearded dragon. Is it okay if I contact you and we can set up time to get together and I will buy this thing? So he's like, yeah, we can do this. And so he gave me his number and his Facebook website. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but basically I wasn't able to contact him. I tried calling this number. I found like 3 other numbers on the website. I called them all. They didn't work. I tried messaging him on Facebook. He didn't reply. And I'm like, dude, if you want to sell a bearded dragon, you gotta like reply. I tried calling at different times because, like, you know, maybe you work or something. Nothing worked. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this, dude. So then I started looking online. My mom actually started looking online, and on Craigslist there was a bearded dragon for sale. It was an adult. It was said it was a young one, but it was an adult. And it was posted on May 30th, and it was like June, what was it? I have my calendar. It was like June 11th. Nope, sorry. It was June 6th that I saw it. So I was like planning, and so I finally, I emailed this lady who posted it. She was selling the tank and the bearded dragon because I assumed she didn't want it anymore. So there's that, and I then, on June 8th, I didn't have any word from her, and I'm like, you know what, I really want this thing, I'm going to call this person. So I called her, and she had sold it. And when I hung up, I was like, well, if it's sold, take the site down. But I guess it's Craigslist, it doesn't matter. So I was in tears because I'm like, I tried this way, and honestly it was only 2, but I was like really frustrated at this point because I had gone through so much with this other situation. So I'm like, you know what? I am done with this. I'm getting it for PetSmart. So it was funny because like right then I was talking to my mom about it, and she's like, you can buy it tonight. And I'm like, what? Because I'm like, it's my decision. It will be my dragon. I was really surprised that she suggested buying it at 7 o'clock at night. And so I was like quickly looking up when PetSmart closes, which is at 9. Fun fact. And so I'm like, Mom, do you want to come with me? And she's like, do you want me to come with you? And I'm like, do you want me to come with you? Me? So eventually she just came with me because I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna need like the emotional support. So we got a fancy bearded dragon, which I learned before PetSmart only does regular bearded dragons and fancy bearded dragons. There's a lot more versions than just those 2. But anyway, and before then I was researching which type of bearded dragon I wanted, and none of these people before had the exact type that I wanted. But now that I got this kind, I'm really glad that I got him because he's really pretty. But anyway, so we went and bought him. He was a little bit more money than I thought he was because I was looking at the regular bearded dragons, which were a lot less, which I could afford. But my mom ended up buying him, and I paid her back because it's my dragon. So anyway, so that is how I got him. And then he was adorable the first night that I got him because he didn't really know what was going on. And so I didn't feed him that night because he wasn't hungry. Or I did. No, I didn't because he wouldn't eat. And then the next morning I fed him wax worms and he ate those. But that night, before I put him to bed, I just put him on my chest, and I was wearing a tank top. I put him on my chest and he just fell asleep. He was knocked out. I'm like, this poor thing. So that's basically how I got Michi. I'll probably do a future video of like all the stuff that I have for Michi, and some of you might be like laughing at me because it's like stupid, but it does have purpose. You'll see in a later video. I did promise in the video, the second video after this one, that I will do a bathing video. I will do that one. So I'm just gonna do like what I watch, you know, like all the stuff that I've watched other people do. So like a lighting video, a decoration video, a cleaning video, what I have video for Michi. I've already done a feeding video that will come up 2 videos after this one. The one after this one is shorter, I think, if I'm thinking correctly. Maybe it's, I'll figure it out. So that's that. I've already taken a ton of pictures because he is stinking adorable. And his door is annoying me because he gets stuck. Come here. Come here. No. Oh, I know, come here. I'm not gonna hurt you. He doesn't like getting out of his tank. Like, I have to cover him up because he gets upset that he's leaving his tank. So I'm gonna try to slowly scoot you forward. So there we go. And I love his underbelly. Like, let me just... Look at it. Look at it. Oh, sorry. Look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm trying to focus it. Oh, beauty gurus. No, it's not gonna focus. Look how pretty it is. Look how pretty you are. So he is about 2 months old. I forgot to say that. He is about 2 months old, and he can be very active. As you can see, he wants back in his cage. So he is about 8 1/16. I measured him. He's about 8 inches. 8 1/16 inches. So there's that. I don't know if he's gonna actually like stay on me, but there he is. So yeah. I do know in July I will, let me put him back. He wants to chill. I mean, he just ate, so. In July, I will be going somewhere for the 4th of July. And I'll probably vlog a little bit. I don't know. I'm still trying to, like, get into this. It's all new for me. I'm going to try to make them 20 minutes each. I know the feeding video is 20 minutes, about 20 minutes. And this video is about 20 minutes, so I will try. So I think I'm gonna start doing that because on this channel, the channel I will be posting on has I do a lot of knitting before this type of stuff. So I wanted to get into more action-y stuff, so I'm gonna try to start vlogging maybe not. So yeah. So that's it for this video. It's an introduction, so now you know what's going on, because the feeding video, you had no clue what was going on or how I got Michi. So that's how I got Michi. Yeah. So that's basically it. Hopefully you learn a little bit. Maybe I'll do an information video. I don't know a lot about them. I know stuff from other people that I've listened to. I at least know that they're from Australia. So yeah. It's about 18 minutes right now. Almost 20. 19, sorry. I can do math. It's about the same time as the other one. This one's gonna go to 19 minutes because I'm not gonna stop talking. There you go. So, 19 minutes. Anyway. So, next video I believe will be a bathing video. Some people say bathing video, and I'm like, it's bathing. It's bathing. So, yeah. I will see you all when I see you. So, there.